Don't let this picture of Plight's Nubian white queen distract you from the fact that what he said about these pro-blackity black males is right. So I don't really follow Plight or even that section of the conscious black YouTube. It's not on my it's above my pay grade. But I agree with what he said as far as these pro-blackity black men who the black woman is God, and they even go as far as to critique or attack black men who choose not to hop, or even men who choose to remain single. A lot of these brothers are caping for black women hard, but there's this one problem. They don't have a black wife. Now, Polite put his money where his mouth is. He got 5 of them. But a lot of these brothers out there, like the Umar Johnsons, even the Dr. Boyce Watkins and Jerry Jacksons and so many others, they out there caping for sisters, talking about how great they are, how good they are, defending their honor, but they're not married to one. I'm going to let your yay be your yay. I'm going to need you to have that same level of energy in showing your own black wife. I've always felt this way, though. I've always noticed in blog posts or in comment sections where some black celebrity who black women claim they were a fan of, they never knew that this dude was married to a non-black wife. And they're going in talking about the self-hate, the coon, all the usual things that come to these brothers. And then there's a dude in the comment section talking about fuck them coons and fuck them sellouts. That's more for me. More what? More pussy? And then you got some women who are silly and not thinking all the way through. And they buy into that and they get their little panties wet for a minute. But they're really not thinking about what the dude is saying. He's saying there's more access to women for me that I don't have to commit to. Right? That's what they're saying. And I would say, to be consistent, if you feel that way, then you should have a wife. If you're setting a standard for black men across America and you don't meet that requirement, how? Dr. Umar Johnson said if he was king of Black Samuna for a day, he would tax and fine men who choose to be single. And he would find a way to punish black men who leave the community and hop the fence and get with other races of women. How are you going to do that when you ain't married yourself? That don't make any sense to me. Now, Umar stated in some video when he was coming at Boyce that why he wasn't single, and he said he needed 2 black sisters to come to him. So he's waiting for 2 women who agree with polygamy to come knock on his door. But until that happens, you can't have these new rules. Even Dr. Boyce Watkins' situation is funny because he tells us this story about how when he was younger and he had the white girl when he was 15, he was in love and yada yada yada, but her father was like, nah, you ain't hopping the fence, leave that black dude alone. And you could kind of tell it made him feel some type of way. But had that girl father not shitted on their situation, Boyce probably be a different dude. He'd probably still be at Syracuse or wherever he was teaching at on the corporate plantation still with them little mixed babies. But it wasn't for her father shitting on their relationship, he flipped off. Now, in all fairness, Boyce has stated several times that he wanted to marry the mother of his daughter, and he tried to marry another sister, and both of them black women shitted on him and chose other men. But, and still, for you to be critical of black men who have non-black wives and sit up, do video after video talking about, I don't see what y'all see in them. There's nothing for me but a black woman. When we know when you were 15, that wasn't the case. And if that situation didn't happen, you might be a different Dr. Boyce Watkins. Let your yay be your yay. If you trying to set standards for other men, you should at least meet them yourself. Can we agree upon that? You can't be going out here telling black men, or not even telling them, it's the fact that you use your platform to get vagina points from women by critiquing them and making the singleness of black women the fault of black men, right? You can't do that without having a black wife yourself. You need the receipts, man. Smart women get moved by that shit. I mean, dumb women get moved by that shit temporarily, but eventually they be like, man, he talked all this stuff, he ain't got no wife. It reminds me of a YouTuber, and he was sitting down talking with Zaza Ali. And in the video, she was telling him, well, this is what you can do to uplift black women and sisters and compliment them and do these things. And he gonna say, well, I can't do that because I'm a married man. Nah, that's not just why you can't do it. You can't do it because your wife is not black. She's Mexican. And so you go out here and you giving the sisters compliments and you sit in the parking lot at Walmart or Tajay if you bougie, and then your half black children and your Mexican wife come out to the car, and the sister you just gave all them compliments to, she's like, that don't mean nothing to me no more. Ain't that what women said about Kendrick Lamar? The fact that his wife is light-skinned. God forbid a black man married a chick he had a kid with since day one, and still use his platform to try to uplift and empower dark-skinned black women. But some of these sisters said, nah, your choice is more important than your work when you're trying to uplift them. It don't mean nothing, right? So let's be consistent in that argument, ladies. Don't be cheering and clapping for these dudes that cape for y'all on social media and get your panties wet when they're attacking other black men for not choosing you. But then when you look in their own lives, they don't have that same choice. Be consistent. Jesse Williams' speech was contingent upon being with a black wife. And some of you have turned your back on him because he ain't got a black wife no more. That's what you should be on. That's my video. Now, don't let this Becky in the American garb distract you from the fact that Polite was right.